Okay, so I have children that are about to go to college. I have family members that are transgender males. So I wanted to talk about something a little different today. Talk about sexual transmutation. I've talked about it in the past, but with all the new hormones and everything coming on with the kids going to college and transgender males especially, I wanted to talk about how you can transmute sexual energy. Imagine this water here as being sexual energy. Now, for males, it has been from the start, from day one, the biggest drive in our entire lives is sex. It's why we do everything. It's why we get a job. Why do we get a job? To get money. Why do we get money? To get a car to impress a girl, to get a house to impress a girl, to be the conqueror, right? To be the one that all the women look at and go, ooh, I want to be with him. It's just fact. It may be stereotypical, but it's a fact. That's why we as males, and transgender males may encounter this, do everything. Everything. So, but it's good because it drives the economy. It drives reproduction. It drives success. But the problem with the sexual energy is a lot of guys waste it. They're wasted on video games, right? They waste it on masturbation. Boy, they're just putting it everywhere. They're throwing it everywhere. Woo, there's all of it in the sky. It's on the ceiling. I know it's a little risque for this video, but that's kind of what's happening. It's completely wasted. And especially when you get to college age, you start looking at the other sex. Wine represents the other sex. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it's enticing. It's intoxicating when you drink it. But if there's nothing there, if it's just pure sex, when you have sex with somebody, you intermingle the emotions, the energy, the vibrations, then you actually take on a part of that person's emotions, energies, vibrations. And if that person's tainted in some way, they may have gunk at the bottom of their glass. Now it's in yours. You just got a lot of what that person's carrying. Okay? So, we have the women. We have masturbation. How about goals? Your success in life? How about taking that energy and putting it towards something useful? Right? Instead of masturbating every freaking night or playing video games all the time, why don't you put some of that energy towards goals in life? Right? So, you can use your sexual energy to water a plant. Look at that. And it'll grow something. You can use that sexual energy to mix all this talent and skills and abilities right in the bottom of this empty cup. When you put something in it, not only does it change colors, but you shake it up, really work it, do a lot of personal development, it starts to grow. Look at that. In fact, it may even overflow. Maybe not. But sexual energy. I may do a whole series on this. Something I don't think is visited very often is about sexual transmutation, especially with the transgender male population that's becoming ever increasingly large. Do they know what's going on in their body? They know that when you have sex, when a male has sex with a female, the male, his testosterone level drops, his oxytocin levels drop, so he becomes lethargic. He loses energy. So if this is happening all the time, you may wonder like, wow, why am I always tired? Why don't I feel like going to class? Why don't I feel like accomplishing these goals? That's because you just drained yourself of all the natural energy that you have. So we have to drink 5-hour energy drinks. We have to drink Red Bulls. You know, we just keep going, and it's a constant, terrible cycle. With women, natural-born birth women, their oxytocin levels actually increase when they have sex. Isn't that interesting? I do wonder, really, just very curious, how does that work with a transgender male? You know, transgender male is the one that you know, was birthed as a woman and trans into a male, taking male hormones, testosterone. What happens during the sex process? I do not know, but there's another good series, I think, because who's talking to transgender males about this kind of stuff? Who better than a manly man like myself? Now, I don't have that big of an ego, but I think it'd be interesting to look into it, and I may delve into that. If anybody has any opinions, comments, let me know. Should I speak on that? Should I ignore it? I accept it. May not agree with it, but I do accept it because I do love it. Right? We are to love everybody. Not what I meant to get into, but intermingling, you receive that toxicity of that person also. Use your sexual energy to grow a plant, to grow your success, to grow your life, to grow your career, to grow your family, to grow everything about you. Put your talents and skills to use. Use that sexual energy for good purposes. Now remember, you were born of greatness and for greatness, so let's go prove it.